Good morning, students. Let us do a quick recap of whatever we studied in the previous class. So in the previous class, we studied about surds and its basic operations that under addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In today's class, we will be learning about rationalization of surds and scientific notation in detail. That is exercise 2.7 and 2.8. Rationalization of surds. Rationalizing factor is a term with which a term is multiplied or divided to make it a whole term rational. See, for example, you have root 3. Root 3 is a rational number, isn't it? Now, I will multiply this term with root 3 itself so that it will become a whole rational number. Do you understand, students? Conjugate of surds. For example, if there is 3 plus root 2 given to you, is it easy for you all to guess what will be the rationalizing factor? No, isn't it? So there is a method. What method means? See, there is 3 plus root 2 given to you, isn't it? Now you have to only change the sign of this. You have to write as it is 3. You have to only change the sign of this 2 minus root 2. That's it. Okay, now this is a rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2. The rationalizing factor is 3 minus root 2. Now if you multiply, see, 3 plus root 2, 3 minus root 2. What formula you can apply? A plus B into A minus B. We have this identity, isn't it? Which will give me A square minus B square. Now A, for me, A is 3 and B is root 2. Let me just substitute in this formula. 3 square minus root 2 the whole square. 3 square is 9 minus root 2 the whole square means root 2 alone will get cancelled. 9 minus 2, which in turn will give me 7. So do you understand, students? Now 7 is a rational number, isn't it? So this is how I conjugate. I have to only change the sign of it. Now let's move on to exercise 2.7. Question number 1. Rationalize the denominator. So subdivision 3. Root 75 divided by root 18. This is given to you. Step 1 would be, first of all, I will factorize this 75 using prime factorization method. Okay. 5 tables 15 times. 5 tables 3 times. 3 tables 1 time. Done. Then similarly 18. In prime factors only, prime numbers only I will do. So 3 tables, how many times? 6 times. Then 3 tables, 2 times, 2 times, 1 time. Done. Now, how can root 75 be written as 5 into 5 into 3? Similarly, how can root 18 be written as 3 into 3 into 2? Now, you remember me teaching you in last class itself, if a number is repeated twice, I have to take it out once. 5 will be written out. What will I be left out with? Root 3. Similarly, again a number is repeated twice, isn't it? So I'll take it out 3. What will I be left out with? Root 2. Now what I have to do is I have to rationalize the denominator. Now what is the denominator? Root 2. Now what I will do is I will multiply and divide with root 2. Now here only I am rationalizing the denominator. Till here what I did was all which I have already studied in the properties of surds. Now only I am going to introduce this rationalization of the denominator. Do you understand, students? Now what am I supposed to do is 5 it will be, and how I multiply surds, it will become root 6, isn't it? 3 into 2. Then what will happen? 3 will remain as it is. Root 2 into root 2 will give me what? 2. Isn't it? Now, what is my answer? It is 5 root 6 divided by 6. Got it, students? Subdivision 4. 3 root 5 divided by root 6 is given. How would I rationalize this is, I will multiply and divide by root 6 itself. Okay, what will I get? I'll get 3. 5 into 6 will be 30, isn't it? Then 6 into 6, root 6 into root 6. Root 6 into root 6 would be 6. Get it, students? Therefore, I will write 6 over here. Now I can also cancel 1 time, 2 time. So my final answer would be root 30 divided by 2. Question number 2. Rationalize the denominator and simplify. Subdivision 3. 2 root 6 minus root 5 divided by 3 root 5 minus 2 root 6. Now how do I proceed with the sum is, I have to take the rationalize the denominator, multiply and divide by 3 root 5, minus is there, so plus 2 root 6. I hope you can understand, students. I have to also divide it with same 2 root 6. Do not think here plus will come, minus will come. No, if there is plus over here, plus only will come. That's why I'm saying multiply and divide with the same number. Okay, that's the same factor. Now how do I proceed with this? First of all, let's look into the denominator. What do I have? It is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. Am I right? So what is identity? A square minus b square. So denominator would be written as what? In form of a square minus b square, isn't it? Now a would be 3 root 5 and b would be 2 root 6. 3 root 5 the whole square minus 2 root 6 the whole square. Okay, then what will happen is, okay, then I have to multiply this both. That is 2 root 6 minus root 5 should be multiplied by 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6. Okay, now what do I have to do is, see, first term with the first term multiply, similarly first term with the second term, then second term with the first term, second term with the second term. Got it? This is how I will be doing over here, mere multiplication. 2 root 6 into 3 root 5, done. Then plus 2 root 6 into 2 root 6, I can write it as 2 root 6 the whole square. Yes, students. Then minus, because minus is over here, root 5 into 3 root 5. Got it? Then what will happen? Minus root 5 into minus of root 5 into 2 root 6. Am I making sense to you all? Now divided by, what is it? Open up the bracket. What will you get, ma? 3 square will be 9. Then 9 into root 5 the whole square. That is root 5 only. 9 5s are, what will I get? 9 5s are as 9 into 5 I will get over here. Am I right? Then put minus of 2 into 4, that is 2 square would be 4. 4 into root 6 the whole square will be 6 only. Okay, then I have to, let us multiply this. 2 into 3 will give me 6. Okay, then 6 root 30, because root 6 into root 5 would be give me 30, plus, then open up the bracket. What will I get? 4 into 6, isn't it? Root will get cancelled. Then what will I get? Here I have root 5 into root 5. Then I have 3 minus 3 into 5 itself. You get it, students? Minus 3 into 5 itself. Then minus of, then I have over here root 5 into, okay, then I will get 2 root 30. Clear? Divided by 9 5s would be 45. 45 minus 24. Now let us simplify further. 6 root 30 plus 24 minus 15 minus 2 root 30 divided by 45 minus 24 would give me 21. Isn't it? Till here we are clear, right? Now what will we do is, we will take the like terms. 6 root 30 and 2 root minus 2 root 30 will club up together. Then 24 and 24 and 15 will club up together. Okay, students. Then I'll get 4 root 30 minus 39 divided by 21. That's all, students. Moving on to the fourth subdivision, root 5 divided by root 6 plus 2. Okay, how do I rationalize this? Is root 6 plus will become minus 2 divided by root 6 minus 2. Yes, students, this is how I will rationalize it. Now again the same old step. What? A plus b, a minus b. So what will happen? It will become a square minus b square, right? A plus b into a minus b would give me a square minus b square. This identity I will apply over here. What will I get? A square root 6 the whole square minus 2 square. Yes, you understood till here. Then what will I get is I have to multiply root 5 with root 6 minus 2. How do I do this? Root 5 into root 6, then root 5 into 2. Okay, root 5 into root 6 would give me root 30 minus 2 root 5 divided by root 6 the whole square is 6 minus 2 square is 4. Yes, I'll get this. Then what will I get? Root 30 minus 2 root 5 divided by question subdivision 4. How do I proceed with this is, let's directly take the LCM. If I take the LCM, what will I get? I'll get root 6 plus 2 into root 6 minus 2. Yes, then what will happen? Root 5 into root 6 minus 2, then minus, then root 5 into root 6 plus 2. Got it, students? What do I do next? Would be a plus b into a minus b identity. If I use, I will get root 6 the whole square minus 2 square. Yes, then I will, let me just open up the bracket. How do I open up the bracket is, I will multiply root 5 into root 6, then root 5 into 2. Okay, then minus root 5 in, minus root 5 into root 6, then minus root 5 into 2. Then what will I get? I'll get root 30 minus 2 root 5. Yes, minus root 30, isn't it? Minus 2 root 5. Let us simplify. What will I get? Plus 30 and minus 30 will get cancelled. I'll be left out with minus 4 root 5 divided by what? 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Minus 4 root 5 divided by 4. Got it, students? Then what can I do further? I can just cancel it out. What will I be left out with? Sorry, we will get 4 over here. 6 minus 4 would give me 2. Okay, so 2 ones are then 2 times. So my final answer would be minus 2 root 5. So this is how we solve it. Question number 3. Find the value of a plus b if root 7 minus 2 divided by root 7 plus 2 is equal to a root 7 plus b. First of all, how will I proceed is, I'll first take the LHS. Okay, what is my LHS? My LHS is root 7 minus 2 divided by root 7 plus 2. This is my LHS. First of all, I will rationalize this. Okay, rationalization means root 7 minus 2 divided by root 7 minus 2. I hope this is clear. Got it, student? Then what will happen? A plus b, a minus b, root 7 the whole square minus 2 square. That, then I have to multiply root 7 minus 2 into root 7 minus 2. This is, I can also write this as root 7 minus 2 the whole square divided by what will happen? Root 7 the whole square is 7. 7 minus 4 will give me 3. Yes, now I have another identity. What identity? A minus b the whole square identity, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, then what will I get? I have to let me substitute this in this identity. I'll get root 7 the whole square minus 2 into root 7 into 2 plus 2 square divided by what? 3. Yes, then what will I get, ma? Root 7 the whole square is 7 minus 2 into 2 is 4. 4 root 7 plus 2 square is 4 divided by 3. Understood till here, students? Then what will I get? If I simplify further, I will get 11 minus 4 root 7 divided by 3. Will I get like this? Yes, I will. Now let me split this up and write. I can split up the denominator and write. What will I get? 11 by 3 minus 4 root 7 by 3. Yes, now compare it carefully with this. With what? With this. Let us write this as, I just reversed it and wrote, okay, instead of writing 11 by 3 plus minus this, I just wrote this first. Now compare it carefully. What will I get the value of a to be? See, a root 7 equated to minus 4 root 7 by 3. Now what will I get the value of a to be? A is minus 4 by 3. Yes, students, a is minus 4 by 3. Then what will I get? My b is mere comparison, 11 by 3. Got it, students? See, fourth question. If x equals to root 5 plus 2, then find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. How do I proceed is, see, they have told that x is equal to root 5 plus 2. Now let me find 1 by x. How do I find 1 by root 5 plus 2? Yes, students, like this. Then I will rationalize the denominator, which means I will put root 5 minus 2 divided by root 5 minus 2. Yes, then what will happen? I have to take the identity a plus b, a minus b. I will get 5 square minus root 5 the whole square minus 2 square. Yeah, then 1 into root 5 minus 2, which will in turn will give me root 5 minus 2 itself. Then what will I get? Root 5 minus 2 divided by 5 square minus 4. Root 5 the whole square is 5. Okay, 5 minus 4 is 1. Yes, I have got the value of it as 1. So what is my 1 by x is? 1 by x would be root 5 minus 2. Now let me go substitute in this formula. Now let us find x plus 1 by x. What is x plus 1 by x? First of all, what is x? Value of x is root 5 plus 2. Yes, then put plus. What is 1 by x? Do not put 1 by. No. What is my 1 by x which I found? Root 5 minus 2. It has to come in the numerator. Root 5 minus 2. Yes, students, do not put 1 by. No, because you have found 1 by value of 1 by x to be root 5. Open up the bracket. Root 5 plus 2 plus root 5 minus 2. What will happen? Plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled. I will be left out with 2 root 5. Yes, understood till here? Now, x plus 1 by x is what? 2 root 5. Now, let me take squaring on both sides. What am I doing? Squaring on both sides. What will I get? X plus 1 by x the whole square equals to 2 root 5 the whole square. Yes, students? Okay. Then open up the bracket. What will you get? 4 into what? Root 5 the whole square is 5. 20. What have you found the value of x plus 1 by x square to be? 20. Using the identity x plus 1 by x the whole square equals to x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. Now what you have to find, x square plus 1 by x square. This is what you have to find, isn't it? Now what can I do is plus 2, I can bring it over here. It will become minus 2. It will become x plus 1 by x the whole square minus 2 equals to x square plus 1 by x square. So ultimately I have to find this, right? X square plus 1 by x square. I have what? X plus 1 by x the whole square. Value of this is 20. 20 minus 2 equals to x square plus 1 by x square. What will I get? The value of x square plus 1 by x square as 20 minus 2 will give me 18. Got it, students? Yeah, the value of this is 18. Question number 5. Given that root 2 is equals to 1.414, find the value of 8 minus 5 root 2 divided by 3 minus 2 root 2 up to 3 places of decimals, it seems. Okay. How do I do this sum is, step 1, let's first of all rationalize the denominator. Okay. That is, I will write 8 minus 5 root 2 divided by 3 minus 2 root 2. I have written the question, then I will rationalize it. How will I rationalize it? 3 plus 2 root 2 divided by 3 plus 2 root 2. Yes students, this is how I'll do. Now what will I do? I will do a minus b, a plus b, that identity. What will I get ma? A square, that is 3 square, minus b square, that is 2 root 2 the whole square. Yes, understood till here, right? Then I have to multiply the numerator. What will I get if I multiply the numerator? 8 into 3 is 24. Then plus 8 2s are 16, 16 root 2. What I have done is, I have as usual first term with the first term, first term with the second term, then second term with the first term, then second term with the second term. This is what I have done. Got it students? Then I have written, then I will get what? Minus 15 root 2, then minus, then what will I get? 10 into root 2 into root 2 will give me 2 itself. 10 into 2 will give me 20. Okay, then 20 minus 24 minus 20 is 4. Then 16 minus root 16 root 2 minus 15 root 2 will give me just plus 1 root 2. Then 3 square is 9. 9 minus 2 root 2 the whole square. For this I will get 4 into 2. Yes, 4 into 2 is 8. So what I have? 4 plus root 2 divided by 1. Got it students? Got it till here? Then what will happen? I know the value of root 2. What is the value of root 2? They have given to me 1.414 divided by 1, which in turn will give me 1 only. So 4 plus 1.414. The answer for this would be 5.414. Yes students? Next we will be starting about scientific notation. Suppose the diameter of the sun is 13,92,000 kilometer and the diameter of the earth is 12,740 kilometer. Now don't you think it's very much complex to write these numbers? Yeah. Now these numbers can also be written as 1.392 into 10 power 6. It looks much simpler, isn't it? Similarly, the diameter of the earth also can be written in much simplified manner. Therefore, this is only scientific notation. Okay. Then, so here are the few steps which will help you to represent a number in a scientific form. So what do you do is, first of all, you have to move the decimal point so that there is only one non-zero digit to the left. Okay. Then you have to count the number of digits between the old and new decimal point. This gives n, that is the power of 10. Okay, 10 power something you write to like that. Then if the decimal is shifted to the left, the exponent n is positive. If the decimal is shifted to the right, then the exponent n is negative. Okay, so this is how you have to express a scientific notation. How n is equals to a into 10 power n. Okay, where a lies between 1 and 10. As in 1 less than or equal to a less than 10, and n is an integer. This is called as scientific notation. This sort of representation is only called as scientific notation. So, okay, these are the following tables of base 10. Okay, that is 100 can otherwise be written as 1 into 10 square. Similarly, 1000 can be written as 1 into 10 cube, and then so goes on. Now here comes the with decimal numbers. How do you represent in scientific notation is, see, for example, if it is 0.01, then how will you represent it as? You will represent it as 1 into 10 power minus 2. You get it? We have basically have to count the number of digits after the decimal point. There are 2 digits, so you have put minus 2. In case if there are 3 digits, see next 0.001, there are 3 digits, isn't it? So you will write 1 into 10 power minus 3. Likewise, if there are 4 digits, you will write minus 4. Minus you have to write if there is a decimal point. In case if there is no decimal point, then you have to write plus only in the power. Get it, students? Now let's move on to question number 1. Represent the following numbers in the scientific notation. You know that scientific notation means it has to be written in the form of a into 10 power n. Am I right? And this a should be between what numbers? 1 less than or equal to a less than 10. Okay, below 10 it has to be, and 1 or more than that it has to be. Now here 5 point something I can write. Okay, first of all, what do I do is I write the question: 5 6 9 4 3 triple 0 triple 0. I write the question. Okay, then what do I do is I want a decimal point over here, which means I have to divide it by what? 10. If I divide by 10, what I have to also multiply it with 10. Am I right or wrong? Yes, if I divide by 10, what will I get? I will get a decimal point over here, and I can write all the numbers as this. But wait, first I will write till the numbers alone. I'll write 5.6943 into format 10 power. Now what will come? Count all the digits after this. After this, count all the digits. How many digits are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then what do I have? Then I have 10, and I have to start counting from here. So I will get 11. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. So I will get the power of 10 as what? 11. Got it, students? You have to count right after this. Then let's move on to the next sum. Next sum I have 0.0009000002. This is my question. How do I do this sum? Is I have to change I don't want this decimal point. I want the decimal point to come over here, isn't it? How many places should I move? 1 2 3 and then 4, right, students? Which means I'll write the question: 0.0009000002 multiplied by 10 power 4, right? See, 1 2 3 4. I want the decimal point over here. Okay, therefore I want the decimal point over here. So 4. If I multiply by 4, should I also not divide it by 4? Yes. 10 power 4. What will I get is 9 point. How many? After that, what comes? 0000002 into 10 power. What will I get? This 4 will remain, isn't it? For this 4, I did this. This 4, if it take it on top, it will become -4. Yes, students, am I clear enough? Okay. Now let's move on to the second sum. Write the following numbers in decimal form. So second subdivision: 5.678 into 10 power 4. This is very easy. Multiply, simply multiply. 5.678 into 10 power 4 means 1 2 3 4. Yeah. Then if I multiply, what will I get? My decimal place will change. From here it will go 1 2 3, then one more, right? So what will I get? Now I'm converting it to a decimal form. Okay, this is scientific form. Scientific to decimal form I'm converting. What will I get? I will get the answer as 5 6 7 8 and one more 0. Am I clear, students? Because there are only 3 digits after decimal point, but then 4 zeros are over here, so one more 0 will be added. Clear, right? This sum: 2.530009 into 10 power -7. -7. What do I understand from this? -7. 2.530009 divided by 10 power -7. Now 10 followed by how many? 1 followed by how many zeros? 7 zeros. Okay. The decimal point from here, it will shift to how many places, ma? It will shift to my left hand side. Now let's write it down. What will happen is I'll get, what is my number? 2.5300009. Yeah, 7 decimal, zeros I have to add over here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? So what will I get? So I have to put the decimal point from, it will shift a decimal point from here, it will shift to these many places. I will get the answer as 0.000, then 000 253,009. Yes, students, see, I am putting the decimal point over here. Here itself it stops because I have 2 over here. You get it? Now from here if I count, I have to stop till here. Yes, students. Now moving on to the third sum. Represent the following numbers in scientific notation. What is given to me? Subdivision 2, 0.000001 the whole power 11 divided by 0.005 the whole power 3. This is given to me. Now first of all, what I will do is I will expand this. What? 0.000001 into what? The power of 11, it seems. Okay, so anything this to the power of 11. First let's leave this 11 for the moment. First let's focus only in this. We have 0.000001. now I can write this as 1.0 or 1 into 10 power minus 6. Right or wrong? I can write, isn't it? See, I'm just shifting the decimal place over here to 6 places. So I have written minus 6. Clear? Then I still have this 11 over here. Let it be. I'm just only for this term I have got this. 11 will remain as it is. Yes, students. Then I can write this as, I can split up, no? 1 power 11 into 10 power minus 6 the whole power 11. Am I right or wrong? Then 1 power, any number is 1 only, into 10 power minus 6 into 11 will give me minus 66. We are making use of power rule. Okay, I'll get this for this number. Done. Now get back over here. For 0.005 the whole cube. What is the 0.005 the whole cube? You have any idea? The value of this will be, first of all, let us write this in this format. Which format? First letter A, the inside the bracket, what I have, 0.005. That can be written as 10 into 5 into 10 power minus 3, because decimal point is over here. I have to shift to 3 places, right? Then I will get the minus 3 over here. I will get. Till here am I clear, isn't it? Now I have this whole power 3, no? Let me write again. 5 cube into 10 power minus 3 the whole cube. Got it, students? What is my 5 cube? It is 125 into 10 power minus 9. Understood till here, isn't it? Okay, what will I do after this is, now let me write it down in the given question. My question was 0.0000001 the whole power 11 divided by 0.005 the whole power 3. How can this be written as? I have this, no? 1 into 10 power minus 66 divided by 125 into 10 power minus 9. I have a shortcut method for this. First of all, what I will do, this tens, I'll focus on these tens. Okay, I have a rule. What is that rule? Is 1 into, let it be as it is, 10 power minus 66. If the bases are same, and if it is in division, I have to subtract the powers. I have minus 96 or 66 over here. I will put minus, then I will bring this minus 9 on top. Yes, students, this minus into minus will give me what? Plus. So then I should not forget this 125. Let me write 125 as it is. Now let me turn over the page. What will I get now? I will get the answer value to be 1 into 10 power, what, minus 66 plus 9 will give me minus 57 divided by 125 as it is. Yes, till here you understood, no? Okay, now I have what I have left out with 1 into 10 power minus 57 divided by 125. But is this my standard notation? Is this how I have to end? Definitely not. What am I supposed to do is, see, I have 1 by 125, right? Now let me try to simplify this, but directly I cannot simplify, right? I have one more method for this. What will I do is, I will multiply and divide by 1000. See, if I multiply and divide with the same number, it won't change my sum at all. So you can do it in any way. This is my shortcut method. I am taking everything in terms of 100 and thousands. In terms of 10 powers I am taking. So I have taken this. You can take any other number, but it has to be easy for you. It has to come into scientific notation. That's the point. What will I do is I will simplify this. What will I do? Simplify 125 and 1000. I have 5 tables, right? What will I get if I simplify 125 by 5? I will get the answer as 25. Then what will I get over here? I'll get what? 5 twos are 10, then 200. Then okay, 25 one time, then 25 into 8 will give me 200. Done. So what I have I have 8 into 10 power minus 57 divided by 1000 can be written as 10 power 3, right or wrong? It can be written as 10 power 3, right? Now as I told you, bases are same. Subtract the powers. What? Subtract the powers. It will become 10 power minus 57 minus 3. Yes, students? Then I will get 8 into 10 power minus 60. Got it, students? Subdivision 3. The question is this. First of all, what will I do is I will not consider the powers itself. I will just take this. Okay. What will I get if I do this? 0.0003. The whole power 6. What will I get? 0.0003. The whole power 6. Forget 6 for the moment I said. So I have to make this into convert it into scientific notation. What will I do is 1 2 3 4 5. So decimal point comes here. So it will become 3 into 10 power minus 5. I hope you can understand. Whenever the decimal point goes towards the right, minus will come. If it goes towards the left, plus will come. Okay. So this, then I can put 6. 3 power 6 into 10 power what? Minus 5 the whole power 6. Yes, it will become 3 power 6 into 10 power minus 30. Any doubts? Okay. Then next 0.00005. The whole power 4, let it be as it is, I said. Then what will happen? It will become 5 power what? How many decimal places are there? How to where should I move this? It will become 5 places it has to move. So 5 into 10 power minus 5. Now I have power 4, right? Now I can put power 4. What will become 5 power 4 into 10 power minus 5 into power 4. Then it will become 5 power 4 into 10 power minus 20. See, for this I found separately. For this I found separately. Similarly, I will find for this as well as for this. Now, okay. 0.0009. 0.0009. Okay. Now what will happen to this? It will become 9 into what? Oh, it has double zero. Sorry, students. It will become 10 power minus 3. Now I have what? Power 3, the whole cube. It will become 9 cube into 10 power minus 9. Got it? Okay. Next, what do I have? I have 0.05 is given to me. It will become 5 into 10 power what? Minus 2. Right? 2 decimal places. That's why. Then the whole square I have. It will become 5 square into 10 power minus 4. Because minus 2 into 2 will give me minus 4. Till here I have got. Now I'll write it back in the question. Okay. According to the question, if I write, what will I get is 3 power 6 into 10 power minus 30 into 5 power 4 into 10 power minus 20 divided by 9 power 3 into 10 power minus 9 into 5 square into 10 power minus 4. Yes, students, till here I have done. Now what will I do next is I will leave the numbers as it is for the moment. Okay, these numbers only what all in terms of 10 I will try to do. 9 cube into 5 square, let it be as it is. Okay, now what do I have is I have 10 power minus 30, then I have 10 power minus 20. First club up together. Base is same. What do I do? Add the powers. 10 power minus 30 plus of minus 20. Got it? Then similarly for this 10 power minus 9 and 10 power minus 4. What will I get, ma? I'll get 10 power minus 9 plus of minus 4. Solve this. Write this as it is, okay? 3 power 6 into 5 power 4 divided by 9 cube into 5 square. Write it as it is. Doesn't make a difference. Into 10 power. What will I get? I will get minus 50. Right? Divided by 10 power. What will I get, ma? 10 power. I'll get minus 13. Yes, students. Then what will happen next? I'll take this minus 13 on top. Then why am I doing all this? Tell me. Because bases are same. Division rule. Now I will write this as it is. This will remain as it is. 3 power 6 into 5 power 4 divided by 9 cube into 5 square into 10 power minus 50 minus of minus 13. What will happen, ma? Minus of minus 13 will become plus. Yeah. What will I get? I'll get 3 power 6. 3 power 6 into 5 power 4 divided by 9 cube into 5 square into 10 power minus 37. Understood till here, students? Now, okay, this is what I have left out with. Then what will I do is, let me write this also in terms of what? 3. Can I write? How can I write this, ma? 9 in terms of 3. 9 can be written as 3 square is 9, right? Yeah. I have a 9 cube over here. 3 square is 9 as it. Here also I can put 3. Do you understand? Yeah. What will I get? 3 power what? 6. Am I right? I'll write over here. 3 power 6 into 5 power 4 into 10 power minus 37 divided by 9 cube. Instead of that, I will write 3 power 6 into 5 square. Yes, students. Then 3 power 6 will get cancelled. I have the same base. What can I do, ma? 4 minus 2. I will get 5 power 2 into 10 power minus 37. Which means I will get 25 into 10 power minus 37. But then I cannot just leave it as it is, because this is not in standard form. My standard form should be 2.5 I have to get. See, 2.5 means what? How will I get 2.5, ma? Only if I divide and multiply by 10. If I divide by 10, I will get 2.5 over here. Okay, yes, I have divided, I have got 2.5 into 10 power. Bases are same. This is 10 power 1, right? Minus 37 plus 1 will give me minus 36. Got it, students? Moving on to the fifth sum, second subdivision. 1.598 into 10 power 17 minus 4.58 into 10 power 15. This is the question given to me. See, it is not possible for me to subtract with such big numbers, right? So I have a shortcut method. What shortcut is? Look into the 10 powers of 10 on both the terms. You have to take the least part, like among this 10 power 17 and 10 power 15, least is 15, right? 10 power 15. So I will take out 10 power 15. Now if I take out 10 power 15, what will I be left out with? Means 1.598 into 10 power what? Already 15 is gone. 2 will remain, right? Short. In this also you can see 15 plus 2 will give me 17. So yeah, this is right. Minus 4.58 into 10 power 15 I have taken out. So only this will remain. Got it, students? Now what I can do is very easy. 10 power 15 as it is, you write. Now simply open up the bracket for this 100, right? Multiply 1.598 into 100 minus 4.58. Okay? If I multiply this with 100, you know what will happen? Nothing. This decimal point will move to 2 places. It will become 10 power 15 will remain in its place. Okay? It will become 159.8 minus 4.58. That's all. You get it, students? That nothing more than that you're doing. Then I have to subtract this. If I have to subtract this, I'll subtract it like what? 0.59.8 0.8 minus 4.58. Okay, I'll put 0 over here. If I put 0 here, what should I do, ma? I have to take a carry over. It will become 7. I mean, borrow it from here. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 5 is also 2. 9 minus 4 will give me 5, 5 and 5. 155.22. Okay, what will I get? 10 power 15 into 155.22. Yes, students, I have 155.22 into 10 power 15. Yeah, so have I done? No, because this is not standard form, scientific form, right? So I have to make it in the scientific form. How will I do this? I want 2 decimal places towards my left, right? I want it over here. So what do I do next is, then into 10 power 2, then divided by 10 power 2, multiply and divide by what? 10 power 2 itself. Okay, students. Okay, then what? So what will I get is, I'll get 1.55 1.5522 into 10 power what? That is 15 into 10 power 2. I have to club up together. Okay, what will I get? 1.5522 into 10 power 17. Yes. Moving on to the fourth subdivision, 8.41 into 10 power 4 divided by 4.3 into 10 power 5. Do this sum is, see, I have 8.41 into 10 power 4 divided by 4.3 into 10 power 5. This is given to me, right? Now let me remove the decimal point. How will I remove the decimal point? Is I can simply multiply it by 100, right? If I multiply by 100, what am I also supposed to do, students? I have to also divide it by 100. Multiply and divide by 100. Then what I do is, after multiply, if I multiply, what will happen? It will become 841. Okay, into 10 power 4, it will remain as it is, divided by, what will happen to this? It will become 430 into 10 power 5. Yes, till here am I making sense to you or not? Yes. Then what will happen? Next step is, first let us concentrate on terms of 10. Okay, so 10, it is 841 divided by 430 into 10 power 4 minus 5. It will become what? 10 power minus 1. This will remain as it is, and then you can actually divide this. Okay, 841 by 430, normal division only. Answer for that which you will get is 1.95581395. It's a bit long, but then this is what you will, it's normal division only. Okay, students. So this is in standard form. I can stop till here itself. Got it, students? Now let us do a quick review. Rationalization of surds. Let us understand this better with the help of an example. For example, this question is given to you all. Square root of 2 plus 1 divided by square root of 2 minus 1. See, step 1 would be taking the conjugate. What do I mean by conjugate? I have to rationalize the denominator. If there is minus in between, I have to put plus. Multiply and divide by that. See, for here what it is there? Square root of 2 minus 1 is there in the denominator. So I will be multiplying and dividing it by square root of 2 plus 1. Get it? See, you have multiply and divide by square root of 2 plus 1. Then you have to solve this. How do we solve it? Using the identity for the denominator. What identity? A minus b into a plus b. So what will I get? I will get 2 minus 1. Similarly, numerator, if you see, both are same. So you can make use of the formula identity again, a plus b the whole square. And then you can expand it. If you expand, you will get this answer. You get it, students? Next, we shall do a quick review on scientific notation. See, scientific notation, how do you express it? This is the basics. N equals to a into 10 power n. You get it? And this a, it should lie between 1 less than or equal to a less than 10. And then n is also integer. This kind of formation, representation is known as scientific notation. and this again will be of very helpful. You have to please go through this. See, 100 can otherwise be written in terms of 1 into 10 power 2. This is only scientific notation. You get it. Similarly, if it is a decimal number, what will happen? You will get 0.01 means you will get 1 into 10 power minus 2, and see, it goes on. Get it, students? Thank you so much, students.